Please welcome Dr. Chad Peters here.
Yeah.
Welcome.
What's up?
Thank you for
This
joining
is one
us.
we've been needing to have.
We sure have, because it is something I am struggling with.
It's a problem. Everyone's having it. So I just got done with a big sports seminar this weekend, and this was one of the things we kind of brought up, and it actually resonated with the crowd. And I thought this is something everybody needs to know.
I think so.
So in the industry, we call this turtling. And basically what happens is when people sit poorly, and we sit way too much, we're in this slouched up position.
Yes.
The muscles in the front are too short and tight, and the muscles in the back are too long and tight.
Right.
And we're kind of all from these eras of like if you have a tight muscle, you stretch it. But that information's dead.
Okay.
So we're getting cooler now.
Cooler.
So if something's short, you stretch it. If something's long, you have to contract it.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you 4 little body hacks to get your body back on right.
Show us
Cool.
what you got.
So the first one I call the Predator from the old Schwarzenegger movies. Right? You remember that one? He comes out of the muck and he's got that?
Okay.
So basically you're stretching the front side of your body.
Okay.
And on the back, you're taking your shoulder blades and you're squeezing them together.
Squeeze.
And I'm surprised how many people that come into my clinic can't do that. They just go farther back. You need to be able to control these shoulder blades and make them go individual. So it should feel really good, right? You got this stretch
It
across
does-
the chest.
Give me a
You got this
hug.
contraction,
Yeah.
and you get to do the cool. I think the movie's
Kindness
coming
day.
out, right?
Okay, and
Yeah,
what is
kindness
this doing
day.
for us? We're stretching
You're
the chest
turning
muscle.
these back on.
Okay.
You gotta get
It
the
just feels so
backside
good when I
going.
do that.
It really
And let me
does.
just say, I feel like people also, they slouch because it's comfortable for them.
It's just, yeah,
and it's
we get
become
that.
comfortable because, you know, after a while,
right.
your back kind of just...
Right,
Punches
and the
over.
Punches
idea
over
is
more and more.
instead of calling these things stretches now, we either call them body hacks or contractions. Think about the contracting, shortening part more.
Yes, and
You know,
so
your
for-
posture always feels better after you worked out for
Yep.
a day because
Oh,
you
yeah.
just used all those muscles.
Yeah,
Right.
and so for our viewers at home who are trying this exercise, you mentioned you're not just throwing your arms back, you're contracting
It
those
has to be
muscles
the
in the
back.
back. So really,
Yeah,
imagine
and so
you're
what
holding
I
a
see in my
pencil
clinic
there.
is people can't do that.
Okay.
Well, if you can't do that, figure out how to do it. You
Okay.
have to practice until you get these muscles back online.
All
Now,
right.
let me ask you, would you recommend maybe a brace for some people that want to work on their posture, just in case they're not able to do these
No,
different
I actually think
techniques?
that's a terrible idea.
Okay.
Oh, man.
You
There
want
goes my
these
Amazon
muscles
purchase.
doing your thing. Like, you don't want a brace putting you in a false posture, and you don't want to have the teacher and the nun and your mom telling you just sit up straight. Those are the wrong muscles. You're creating this balance stuff.
Did you hear that, Mom?
Anymore. I know, right?
Just sit up straight.
She would
Look,
always tell me, I'm going to get you a
posture-
brace if you don't sit
Yeah.
up straight, Jeanette.
Yeah.
Posture's for 8th grade girls. Like, we don't
Yes.
do posture anymore. Now we do a bracing sequence,
Okay.
and we get strong.
Okay, what else
Cool.
you got for us, Dr.
Second
Chad?
one is looking straight up, and you look behind your hands, and then squeeze, like your shoulder blades down to your glutes. You should feel that entire backside of your spine on.
Yep.
And if it hasn't been on, you're blowing it. You're not doing the right stuff. The brace will put you there.
Yeah, you
it's
have
not
great
doing the right
form
stuff.
when you do that, too.
Use the muscles.
Okay.
Right, now
dig
the
it.
most important
Two
two are the lower
exercises.
ones. So you got to grab your glutes. It's
about the buns, huh?
Make them
Okay.
flex. And that thing should
Like
be
Nacho
rock
Libre?
hard like a bodybuilder. That's
My
right.
butt look in these pants.
Do one at a time first.
Oh, okay.
One at a time, just like that,
not
like a
getting a close-up
bodybuilder, like
of
one of
this.
those poses.
Okay.
And then do both legs, and then do the Nacho Libres. And in our clinic, we
Libre.
actually call it the Nacho Libre.
You do?
Yeah, yeah, that's what we
See?
call it, the Nacho Libres.
And
Yeah,
that's if
how
you
do
guys
it.
don't know how to do it, you have to watch Nacho Libre
you gotta
to
get
figure
it.
it out. But he's like, how does my butt look in these pants?
Stretchy pants.
I love it, and the stretchy pants. Okay, so you're
Cool.
squeezing, and how is that benefiting us? Because that's our booty.
Because almost everyone has a long glutes. They sit here all day long, and
Yeah.
these things are stretched out. And
Okay.
they think, oh, I need to stretch it, I need to stretch it, I need to stretch it. And it
You
doesn't
squeeze
work.
it.
It doesn't work. You come into my office, I have got sciatica, I've had it for 2 years, I've been stretching it every day. Guess what? It's not
need to
working.
squeeze
You've
it.
tried for 2 years, it's not working. Do the opposite.
Interesting.
The muscle's not short and balled up, it's long and stretched out.
Okay.
Contract that thing back.
Maybe we'll get some booty gains while you're.
That's right.
Gotta do it. It's the old Jane
Yeah.
Fonda stuff's coming back.
I know,
man.
right?
Right?
Ladies.
You gotta do it. Cool. Last one's gonna be hamstrings. Grab the back of your legs.
Okay.
Make them contract. Again.
I feel that.
We all are from this era of, I mean, we saw it. We'd run down, we'd see the Olympian, he'd pull one of his hammies and go flying, and the trainer would come out and stretch it. You never see that anymore because stretching it's a really bad idea. Almost always when you strain a hamstring or have a tight hamstring, the muscle's longer than it needs to be, so you're gonna shorten it back into place.
Okay.
So we've just turned upper back, lower back, glutes, hamstrings, you just turn them all on. Takes 90 seconds to do, just do it a couple times, hold it for 5 seconds, and you're a new person.
All right.